What is up, Space Gamers? So I had to sit through the whole Xbox showcase to finally get to Starfield, and boy was it worth it. This game looks amazing to me. I think Space Gamers have a lot to look forward to here, especially if you love Bethesda-style RPGs like Fallout and Elder Scrolls. For guys like me, we finally have one of these games in my favorite genre of sci-fi space games. Honestly, to me, this game looked like everything I wanted Outer Worlds to be. No offense to Outer Worlds, I love that game, but it fell a little short on the open world part to me. It's Bethesda, so I was expecting a great world setting with its own lore, and it looks like Starfield will not disappoint here. But we haven't seen anything about what Starfield looks like until now, so I was cautiously optimistic until today, because now I'm officially excited because it's a whole lot more than I was expecting. And this is why. The world building looks great. This looks like it's set in a large world with different factions, each one with their own advantages and disadvantages. So there's going to be a reputation system, 100 systems at launch. Also, there's 1,000 explorable worlds, and it looks like they have atmospheric planets, some with large cities and others wide open. Another big reveal was that there's base building, so we'll be able to stake out our own claim on these worlds. And the soundtrack sounds epic. I think I'm really going to enjoy being in this world. The typical RPG elements were there as far as leveling up and skills, but there's also crafting and factions to join and meet like Constellation, which seems to be a group of explorers.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. We're all here because we're committed to the biggest question of all.
There seems to be other factions. The one I enjoyed the most was the Crimson Fleet, which appear to be a mix of pirates and belters, as it seems there's only one way out.
No one quits. The only way out is death.
The path ahead may be dangerous, but we are not stopping.
Most Dusties don't even make it this far.
But now what really blew me away was that not only do you get a ship, you can really fly it.
Thrusters boosted.
This isn't going to be just some fancy loading screen. But you can customize your very own unique looking ship. This ship looks very Drake on the inside and very Misk on the outside if you're a Star Citizen fan like me. But more importantly, it looks like they'll have diverse interiors and characteristics based on how you design your ship. I think Bethesda gets that we need individuality from the upgraded character customization system to the ability to design your own ship. The character designer didn't blow me away, but for Bethesda it's a big step up. I can see myself getting attached to the ship I'm building in this world, and I just can't wait to start crafting it. It looks like you can recruit for your ship also. The flight model I'm guessing is not going to be as deep as SC or Elite Dangerous, but ship fighting and combat looked more in depth than No Man's Sky's system. It was also heavily hinted that, like other previous Bethesda games, this is going to be moddable, so the possibilities are wide open, and frankly, that's one of the things we love about Bethesda games. It allows these titles to live a long life. Now, there are some things I'm worried about. I think the worlds are there to explore, but I'm concerned these might be procedurally generated and mostly barren. Shades of Elite Dangerous and No Man's Sky are coming to mind. Elite Dangerous has more worlds than I can imagine, but visiting them has become less appealing over time. I'd rather be confined to the Stanton system and Star Citizen instead. However, No Man's Sky showed us that base building gives us the opportunity to make worlds unique. I just hope there's more to do besides mining minerals. I'm also not a big fan of overly bearing survival mechanics, so we'll see if this comes up. The ground combat didn't blow me away. It looks a little basic to me, but I'm okay with that as I'm more into the RPG elements anyway. But I like the robot companion, he was pretty cool.
According to the scanners, the abandoned research facility is in this direction. It would appear that pirates of the Crimson Fleet are using the facility.
The game is also part of Microsoft's multi-platform ecosystem. So, this means it's going to be available on Xbox consoles, PC, and on the cloud, which might be a good thing, or it might be a hindrance. We'll have to see, but with Bethesda games in the past, this doesn't seem to have been a problem, and I think it opens up gameplay to a much wider audience. In short, we're still learning a lot about Starfield, but I think there's a lot to be excited about here, and I'm looking forward to following and covering it. If you missed a reveal, I should have a link appearing somewhere up here, or also down in the description down below. I'm really excited for this one. I know I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, but I'd like to really see it blossom into maybe an MMO style game like Fallout 76 in the future. With Microsoft in the mix, I feel like the sky is the limit. And it could be their foundation to take on Star Citizen in the future. What do you guys think about Starfield? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this reaction video, please give me a like and consider subscribing to the channel. For a channel this size, it really means a lot. 07 gamers, and I'll see you next time.